Right then, this is it. It's Tuesday, and it's the Q&A that happens on Tuesday. So I'm going to do some A-ing, as it were, answering. That is, yeah, doing some answering of some questions that I've been lucky enough to be asked over the last week or so. Was I here last week, or was I on holiday? I have been on holiday, but that might have been the week before. Anyway, it's academic because I'm here now and I've got some questions to answer in more ways than one. Well, actually just in one way, which is a Q&A kind of way. If you've got a question, then you can by all means ask. Keely, right? I've waved you, Keely. Good. You can ask away. But if you haven't, then you can just sit back, relax, and listen to the answer to this one. Because, sorry, the TikTok's gone a bit funny. Because the question goes something like that: Do you offer liposuction to the stomach area instead of a tummy tuck? No, I don't. Now you can do it. Just because I don't offer it doesn't mean it's not an okay thing to do, because I know some people do it, and a lot of plastic surgery is kind of like people's experience, and this is one of those ones where it's people's experiences and own personal kind of views on things. Because in my experience, I have struggled with doing liposuction to the tummy area, to the central abdomen. It works well to the hips and flanks, to the sides, but to the central abdomen, it doesn't work well. And so my best way of contouring the central abdomen is a tummy tuck. Now, the problem is there are people out there who are not candidates for a tummy tuck. They haven't got enough spare skin. You need to have a certain amount of spare skin to be able to do a tummy tuck. Now, you could do a mini tummy tuck if you haven't got that much spare skin, but a mini tummy doesn't do anything to the bit above the belly button. And so there are people out there who would like to have liposuction to their stomach, to their abdomen, but I have had kind of mid results. Mid being I'm not sure if it's in common parlance, is a term my children use, mid. So if something's not very good, they say it's mid, which kind of makes sense really. So yeah, the results have been mid in my I'm going to pin my goal, in my experience, because liposuction doesn't remove skin, and often the problem is skin, and you can get wrinkly skin, you can get dents, you can get contour irregularities when you do liposuction to the central abdomen. So therefore, I never say never, but I don't really do it. And if you're a candidate for a tummy tuck, then a liposuction is really not going to be the trick, because liposuction will not remove skin. So if you're a proper candidate for a tummy tuck, then I think you really do need a tuck. Don't have just liposuction. But I understand there are people out there who aren't really good candidates for tummy tucks, who might be good for who just want some liposuction. If that is you, if you do feel that you do have excess fullness a little bit of excess fullness in your tummy area, it might be that an assisted form of liposuction like VASA, or some kind of assisted form of liposuction would be a good thing. These do report to cause some degree of skin retraction. So they deliver energy to the fat before you remove it. And so something like VASA might be an option for areas where the classic types of liposuction that I perform are not so good. And those are areas like the tummy, the arms, another one, arm and thigh, the arm, the thigh. These are all areas that I struggle a bit with doing kind of normal liposuction, where the skin doesn't retract. And so that might be an option to look at VASA. I don't do VASA, so I can't, say too much in terms of what the results are like. You need to speak to someone who does it to see what the results are like, to see whether that be a goer for your abdomen. So yeah, liposuction to the central abdomen is not something that is big on my list of things to do. So MC joined, and MC, let me join. I got some questions, if that's okay. Yo, MC, you can join. What do you mean, let me join? What does that mean? How do I let you join? You're welcome to join. Do I need to do something to let you join? You can join. You've joined, haven't you? You've already joined. So just like you've written there, let me join. I got some questions. If that's okay, you can just write the questions. Or there is a thing where you can do split screen with me, which I think you have to press a button on your end. I don't think I'm going to press on you there. Pressed on you. I don't know. I don't think I can. MC. Follow. No, I don't think I can do anything to let you join. I don't think. So yeah, MC, if you want to join, then by all means just ask a question in the way you've written that, or if you have something to press to join, then press it and I'll press it and we can take things from there. In the meantime, I'm going to ask some more questions, MC, but by all means ask it something or join if you want. So the question I'm going to ask right now is, do we offer breast filler? I've got to be honest, I don't think anyone does. I don't think you can do, but I don't think, does it exist? I should know this, shouldn't I? Because I'm in the industry. I know I should know it. I know they were talking about it. Can I do this without holding it? I know they were talking about bringing it back. There was it ages ago. What was it called? It was called something. Oh, hi Liz. Nice to see you. It was called something that was a breast filler. But that's many years ago they did that. So I don't think there is a breast. Please let me know if there is one. But they stopped that because I think they worried about the look on a mammogram. So they stopped doing that. So sort of the synthetic breast filler. So in the same way you would do a lip filler or some kind of dermal filler, there was sort of a product that you could do in kind of a higher volume to fill the breast as a sort of alternative to breast implants, which was around for a while. I didn't do it then. It was kind of like a temporary thing. I think it wasn't a permanent solution, but maybe something that kind of try before you buy if you were considering having breast implants. So it was a thing, but I don't think it exists. Well, I know that was taken off the market because of concerns about how it looked on mammogram. I don't think there's any particular problems with it, but I think they were worried that it might confuse matters a bit on mammogram. So they took it off the market. But I don't know of another one. And if there is another one, we obviously don't offer it because I don't even know of it. So if I did offer it, I would know about it, wouldn't I? So no, we don't offer breast filler. Short answer. We do offer breast filler because we offer implants, which I guess are breast fillers if you're going to be pedantic about it. But I'm assuming you mean some kind of injectable thing when you say, do we offer breast filler? So as I say, I'm not aware of there being one. But if there is, we don't do it. Can we remove a port wine birthmark on the face? It covers most of my cheek. No. So this would be a vascular anomaly, so a vascular issue, probably a capillary vascular malformation, and this would be treated often by plastic surgeons, but it would probably be more of a laser, sort of a vascular laser type treatment. So these kind of, they can be quite extensive, quite large, these areas of vascular anomalies, and so it's a capillary vascular malformation, which would be treated by a different sort of doctor who was still a plastic surgeon, but one that treats vascular anomalies. Head and neck surgeons will often do this. Laser sort of practitioners. I don't do laser, but no, I don't do that. I don't. So sorry about that. Can we remove an accessory auricle from the ear? Yes, we can. Well, wait a minute. They're usually children, so we can't treat children at the clinic. So usually we'd be treating accessory auricles, little pieces of skin and cartilage in front of the ear in children. So we would not be able to treat children, But if you were an adult with an accessory auricle, then we would. And like anything, send us a photo, we'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look, and we will give you a price and what's involved, etc., etc. So, but yeah, in general terms, yeah, we can remove an accessory auricle. That's something that we can do as long as you are over 18 years of age. We can accommodate you. So, should my weight be stable before considering a breast reduction? So this is someone asked the question somewhere. Where did they ask the question? On Instagram, I think it was, or somewhere. And so yeah, easy answer, yes, it should be stable before considering a breast reduction. Reason being that, well, two reasons. First of all, if your weight is high, your complications are more. So you should get your weight down, particularly if you want to lose weight. And you should do that before having your breast reduction, because you're going to get less risks of complications if you can lose the weight before having the breast reduction. So the less the weight, the better. The number they normally look at is a BMI of 30. I say they because I will look at it on merits, but BMI of 30 is kind of general ballpark that we're looking at in terms of reducing your risk of complications. But the second point is that if your weight changes after surgery, then your size and shape of your breasts can change. So if you put on weight, they can get bigger. If you lose weight, they can get smaller. And if you put on and lose weight, that can stretch the skin and they can droop, because part of a breast reduction is a breast lift. And so if you then have a breast reduction, which is, as I say, lifting the breast and making the shape better, and then you go on and lose and put on and lose, a significant amount of weight. If it's a little bit, we've all got to live, but if it was a significant amount of weight, then they might stretch the skin and they might droop a bit. So that would be annoying, because if you'd done that prior to the surgery, we could have made it all tight and given you a better result. So broadly speaking, yeah, you need to have it stable before considering a breast reduction. Now, if you work in the NHS and places like that, well, they don't do a breast reduction anymore. But when they did, they used to ask for a certain period of time of documented stable weight, 6 months, sometimes a year, maybe 2 years, especially massive weight loss patients, because there can be fluctuations. So to try and sort of confirm that. In the private sector, we don't specifically ask for documented. We don't make you come in and document your weight and then wait at least 6 months with with no document change in weight type thing. We don't do it as sort of strictly as that, but we try and work with you to say, look, if you want the best result, you've got to be stable and comfortable with your weight. So you've got to be true to yourself. So if you are trying to put on or lose weight, if your weight's changing in any way, you're better off postponing surgery until your weight is stable. So you're better off doing stuff, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter what sort of surgery, any sort of body contouring surgery, you want to do it on a stable platform. So a stable weight, basically. Thank you for asking that question. Do we offer solar keratoses freezing? No, we don't. So solar keratoses are areas of sun-damaged skin, and they can be a nuisance more than anything. And freezing is a kind of standard treatment for them, which is liquid nitrogen, kind of like a gun. Looks like those squirty cream guns they got at Starbucks, but it sort of squirts liquid nitrogen, which freezes the lesion and kind of kills it. Basically, kills that piece of skin, superficial. Very good for superficial lesions. Very good for multiple lesions. So I think this is it the same? I got they sent me a photo today of a patient with lots of lesions, and sometimes when you got lots of lesions, especially if they're superficial lesions, then things like cryotherapy or freezing is good for that, because we only really do surgery. We only really cut things out. So if you've got lots of sort of superficial lesions, you may not want to have them kind of all cut out or shaved. It's much easier in the clinic just to multiple cryotherapy things. So that's certainly probably your first port of call, and then we might get involved if it came back, or if there was one or two which were a bit resistant to that, so they're a bit deeper, a bit thicker, then maybe you want to think about another sort of treatment, maybe a shave, maybe an excision. But yeah, freezing or cryotherapy is kind of first line for a lot of multiple lesions, and that would probably be, sometimes the GPs do it, but dermatologists will do that. So dermatologists are good at the sort of more, they do a lot of more of the non-surgical treatments like that. So yeah, we would not do that. But as ever, you can always send us a photo and we will give you a view on it, and let you know whether it's the sort of thing that we would do, or it would be some other type of doctor, like a dermatologist or whatever. So yeah, that's that's the questions there. So if you've got any questions, you can ask now, or forever hold your peace. Maybe not forever, but for 7 days hold your peace. Yeah, ask now, or for 7 days hold your peace, because I am going to go through that door in a minute, and I'll be nowhere to be seen. Okay, not for 7 days, and I'll be back here, same time, same place, doing the same thing. Thrilling installment, in many ways like this one. Who knows? Maybe even more exciting than this one has been. We can only hope. If you have a question, comment in the messages below. That's what they say, isn't it? But I don't know. Does this come as a post? Does this even come afterwards? I know we chop it up, but anyway, just message me on the platform of your choice, and I'll do my level best to answer. No, hold on. I'm off next week. Week after next. Yeah. 14 days, guys. It's 14 days. You heard me. Are you going to cope? I know I've got responsibility to my followers. I know that, okay? And I know you're all going to struggle, but it's the way it's going to have to be, okay? It's 14 days until the next one. Goodness me. There's going to be a public outcry, I know, but Anne's got to have his holiday. So I'm away next week, okay? So don't try and find me. But don't try and burglarize my house, okay? Because I might still be home, right? I might be. So don't do none of that house burglary stuff, because or someone might be coming to stay at the house. I might have dogs here, all sorts of things. So don't even think about it. I'm just not working next week. Not necessarily away. I'm just not working next week. But anyway, week after next, yeah, full effect. So goodness knows there's going to be loads of questions then, isn't it? 2 weeks worth. Don't bear thinking about, but don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you from putting your question in. Ask away. Love it. The more the merrier. Steph's scar healed well. It's her wedding tomorrow. Oh my God, guys, it's Steph's wedding tomorrow. What's the weather going to be like? That's the main thing. You plan it, don't you? You plan it. You spend God knows how much money on it, but you cannot trust the weather. Now, yes, it's looking a little bit rainy now, but I'm sure it's going to be better tomorrow. Come on, Liz. I'm sure it's going to be. Listen, I'm not going to say many happy returns because that would be inappropriate for a wedding, but many happy days. Yeah, my worry too. But it doesn't matter. Rain can't damper their enthusiasm, can it? But I don't think it's going to be good. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. Sun's going to shine. Send my regards to Steph. Hope she's okay with everything. And yeah, it's going to be a great day, regardless of the weather, which I'm sure is going to be great. So looking forward to a beautiful, beautiful sunshiny day tomorrow. And thanks, Steph, Liz, for letting me know about that. And yeah, send Steph my regards. And I will, if there's any other wedding news or plastic surgery news, then yeah, I'll see you the week after next. So I'll be on holiday. Steph will be on honeymoon, presumably. And so, yeah, but I'm sure in a couple of weeks' time we'll both be back. So yeah. Signing off, and